Hi there, welcome back to another video. Younes Charfaoui is here, and in this video and always in the series about Kotlin for beginners, we will learn about data classes, special form of classes available always in Kotlin. Now, if you remember from the previous video, we learned about how to create simple class. Now, this person class is only used to hold the first name and the last name. So this is a data class because it is always holding that value. It doesn't have a lot of processes going here, a lot of functions, and so on. So in order to create something greater than that, you can type just here data, and nothing changed. Well, Kotlin compiler in the background has generated many methods. Let's start with the first. If you delete that, and let's say I'm going to use string and print that person class, the ideal behavior is to show that this person and it has first name and last name, not something like that. This is the reference in the memory, okay? Now, if you put here data and run it again, it will compile, and here you go. You will see that toString has returned person, first name, Younes, last name, Charfaoui. So this is more informative. This function is called toString, and it has been generated by default since we used the data class. The data class generates by default toString, copy, hash code, and equal. Let's say I'm having this person and I want to change its last name, for example. You can use that copy and use the named argument last name to replace Charfaoui with something else. Okay, something else, for example. And the result of this copy is totally another object. Let's call it person2. Okay, if we print that person2, print line person2, you will see, right again, you will see last name has changed, as you can see. Okay, so this is the copy method. Another thing you can do here also is to get the last name and first name in separate variables. You can do the following. You can do val first name, last name equal to person, and you have to type here parentheses. Person either one or person2. Okay, if you print that first name that we used from the person2 directly, this syntax is loaded only by data class. If you run it, you get that the first name, last name is Younes and something else. Okay, if we delete that, now if you delete that data class, you'll have many errors. Well, the copy doesn't exist because we didn't write it here. Okay, and this won't work also. So we get all of this copy method, toString, this component properties, and many other things like, let me say, hash code and also equals for free. Normally, in normal process, in Java, for example, we have to write them our own. But using data class, the Kotlin compiler has generated these functions for us. So if you have a class that only provides some data to use it in your program, just use data class, okay? You can use it with val and var. Also, you can use it with private, something like that. You can even declare other variables here. Let me declare variable of age, for example, equal something. You can use it directly. Now, keep in mind that this age won't get printed here. If you run this, the first person here, it won't get printed, okay? Because anything that you want the data class to hold must be in the constructor. So this is it for data classes. If you have any questions about data classes, make sure to post them in the comment below. I will be happy to answer them. And if you didn't watch the video about Kotlin class, you can watch them here, how to declare classes, member function, constructor, and so on. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you didn't subscribe yet, and see you in the next video.